Hello and welcome to this Group G clash between England and Sudan, the final clash of the opening day of the 2024 Soccer World Cup Muscat in Oman. I'm your host, Martin Hopkins, and you join us as the two teams emerge onto the pitch. England, led out by their captain Tom Savage, are filing out onto the pitch behind their skipper Walid Mohammed. England will be looking to get their campaign off to a good start with the champions in the group. Sudan looking to bring a surprise. And we will get the national anthems of the two sides. Everyone raises to their feet. The two national anthems warmly received. The two teams embrace each other. The final clash this evening, it comes in Group G. This is the 7th game, we've had 6. Good deal of entertainment. Will we get the same fare this evening? Alongside me is Dan Shaw, and we're not really quite sure what to expect, are we?
And that's a bit it's fantastic. We, as you say, a brand new, shiny, spanky England side. Some good guys in there, some really young legs in there, and a little bit now. Sudan look a really athletic side. They could cause a surprise. You know, you just don't know, and it makes it a good invested interest as well. It's one we're looking forward to very much.
The England team embrace away to our left. Sudan have their picture. Lovely evening still, just below 30 degrees. A warm evening on the Arabian Peninsula with the Gulf of Oman, Arabian Sea to the south. I think the main goal-scoring threat is going to come from Alex Locke up front. England seem to think that his feet and he can hold up anything. I wonder if he gives us a few clues as to how they might look to play.
It's the one thing you're not sure about, Scoop, is that because playing six-a-side football, which this is, of course, but there's a way in which to play in soccer tournaments, and that makes me wonder if the way they think they're going to play, that's great. If not, I hope that they can find or have a plan B. They might have to dig in a little bit at times, but you'd like to think that we've got an and can attack and will give us a few goals, but again, you just don't know, Scoop. And I think this Sudan side is going to be a team that does a lot of running. They really do look like an athletic bunch. So what I don't, because of us not being so used to the temperatures, is that they don't run themselves into the ground too early, England. I wouldn't mind seeing a boring England for a first 10-15 minutes and just reserve tank for a while and then go from there. But Yeah, again, an interesting one. We're not quite sure what's going to happen, and it's something I'm looking forward to.
I just watched the two sides warm up. Interesting to see the difference in approach. England going through stretches and gentle movements. Sudan were going through a lot of touches of the ball. In fact, the coach came and waved me away. I didn't need to speak Sudanese to work that out. The kickoff will be taken by England. England playing from left to right. Getting the goal away to our left. And quite a few Sudanese fans here. It's good to see.
A healthy spattering in there, Scoop, isn't there?
It is who waits to kick off. Tension in the air. The referee over on the far side gets us underway. 10 o'clock at night, and we are off and underway here in Group G at the 2024 Soccer World Cup. England in possession down the right-hand side with Williams getting an early touch of the... And there's the captain, Tom Savage, as England advance over the halfway line with Cassidy. Back it goes. Content to keep possession in the early stages. Here's Williams on this near side. An IT professional, he was telling me. Runs a kids' football team. And there's Cassidy. And there's a shot. Oh, an early save. And Osman, the keeper for Sudan, made a smart save there. And that was a great early opportunity for England.
Bright start from England, Scoop. Good, measured, and not, as I say, using too much energy, but moving it nicely. There's a confidence, and an early chance is a good sign.
Here's Allport out to Williams, changing sides. And it's just wide. Two chances in quick succession. Locke holds his head. He thinks he should have done better.
I thought it was in, Scoop. Great for confidence, you know. The first game out here. First game really playing. They've barely played at all, these lads together, so it will just give them that little extra boost in the opening couple of minutes that they get the chances out.
Long ball forward for the captain, Mohammed. You don't see too many of those in this format of the game. England have the kick in the right fullback, Collins. He tries a long ball forward, and the referee adjudicates it was a foul by Locke, Alex Locke, and it was Sudanese. And the right back with the distinctive haircut is Mohammed. Back to the keeper. Long ball forward, giving chase is Mohammed. He's getting an early touch of the ball. And here's Cassidy, playing on this right-hand side. Possession. Some neat interplay there. It's poked out on this near side. Kick in for England.
Nice feet from Cassidy as well, Scoop. He looks confident already on the ball. And
Daniel Cassidy. And one thing to note, if you're not familiar with soccer, is that you've got to be careful with those kick-ins. Here's one back though by Sudan. Who are enjoying the early possession in their own half, but haven't made too many into the England half. Distinctive footwear there from the Sudanese number 12, and he's given it away. He's been robbed by Locke. Here's Cassidy. Cleared. That was a little careless there from Sudan.
yeah, it was. He didn't quite do what he tried to do in the end, Cassidy, but I do like the fact he's got a bit of confidence, and he's certainly got a bit of skill in his locker, hasn't he? Watch might be someone who can unlock a few doors for England.
It was played up to Locke, who looked to receive the ball. Fouled by his opponent, free kick to England. So from goal. Sudanese try to prevent Cassidy taking it quickly. Bit of discussion on the ball. Referee impressed with the standard of refereeing in this tournament so far.
They are no nonsense, Martin, the referees.
Allport standing over the ball. Matthew also there. Daniel Cassidy. Potential opportunity for England. short one out to the left-hand side, and that's a little disappointing from England. You'd think they might have had a popper goal. As the ball goes out of play over on that far side, it will be kicked. Opportunity to fizz the ball into the penalty area. Locke will be the target. Play back to the captain, edge of the area. By the Sudanese defence. Eventually now it's given away. It's Locke, it's a chance. Saved by Osman, the keeper. And that was dangerous play from the Sudanese. Dwell in the area. And was that a sliding challenge? The referee lets play carry on. And Sudan haven't really threatened too much yet in the England half. Here's Mohammed to the captain, Mohammed. And the sting is taken out of the shot. First shot will settle their nerves. England have settled the better of the two sides.
Yeah, impressive, Martin, I have to say. You know, they don't look like a side who've just come in for all their first games in the World Cup. They have settled very, very on the ball. They look like they've got a plan. They look like they've worked out their set pieces as well, which is important in soccer. And so far, there's an air of confidence and is encouraging.
Cassidy tries a shot which comes off the backside of his Sudanese opponent. It'll be a kick in, just a yard in from the halfway line. Yeah, just watch those kick-ins for England. You've got to really watch that foot just across the line. Up it goes to Allport. Here's Williams on the right-hand side. And a corner. There it is. Away to our right. England pressing. 0-0. And we've played 6 minutes in this 2024 G clash. In fact, the corner is over on that far side. It's Cassidy who seems to take all the set pieces. Wearing number. And it's played out to Allport. Shot saved by Osman, the keeper. Another decent opportunity for England. And the keeper kept it out, but they break quickly. Here's Mohammed. Save.
Another well-worked move though, Martin.
England breaking again over the halfway line. Lock available on this near side. Given away carelessly. Mohammed has it. There's a foot, and he did well there. That was going into the back of the net. And for all their pressure, that was the best opportunity there from Sudan.
Yeah, it was on the counter, and that's got to be a little what they're all about. They look quick on that counter.
Bardam it was with the shot.
Just don't give anything away for free, Martin, in soccer. That's what they did. They just a little bit loose.
Not that far wide. See too many shots from long range.
No, and I don't mind it, Martin. It opened up for him, didn't it?
It's Sudan who passed it. Osman, the goalkeeper, plays it out to his number 10, Bardam. Dwelling on the ball, almost gives it away, but does to Mohammed, his captain. Back to Mohammed again, midway inside. Chelsea hits the bar! That's the best chance for Sudan. A real snapshot, rattled the cross.
Beautiful feet as well, wasn't it, initially, just to buy himself that yard, and he let fly, and he's very unlucky.
I think from these early exchanges, we can see and men are for Sudan, the 9 and 10. Here come England though, trying to thread it through, and the game is opening up. Here comes Mohammed again, trying to wriggle his way into the penalty area. England can't get it clear, and they've conceded a free kick. Was that a sliding challenge? Allport doesn't know. And on the angle of the penalty area, it is a free kick to Sudan. 0-0, two-man wall. And England as well. Referee's explaining why he's given it. And so here is Bardam standing over the ball to Mohammed, and he got his feet all wrong there.
Well, we're disappointed with that, because we've just seen he can certainly hit one. That's a bit of a let-off for England, but they have, just in the last few minutes, just possibly are just stepping on the gas a little bit too heavy at times.
Couple of changes for England, Robson and Diekman, one in defence, one up front. Let's see what that change. Diekman, the defender, with distinctive black boots, commendably so. And it is across to his captain Savage, who rises to lock. Its intended target, the kick in, is for Sudan. Back it goes to Mohammed to the left-hand side of his penalty area. Osman. Long one. And unfortunately, although the variation in tactics is to be applauded, it was to no one in particular.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing to be applauded.
Or the intent. It's worth mixing up your tactics, isn't it? Long and short.
Yeah, you've got to keep people guessing, haven't you? It doesn't hurt to change things up a little bit. When you do make those passes, though.
Here's Savage, the England captain. Good ball up to Locke. Can he hold it up? He can, did well. Oh, here's a chance! And it's into the side netting.
Unlucky though, nice. I don't know if it was a shot or a cross, Scoop, but if it was a cross, it was a very...
Here's Sudan playing themselves into trouble! Almost catastrophically to Locke. He had a great chance, but he's put it over the bar, and I think he's hurt himself. A desperate last-ditch tackle.
Well, I think he wanted a penalty, Martin.
And that is a magnificent opportunity. Corner is the result. Taken by Robson, who's just come on. Locke making himself available. He's recovered at the near post. Back he goes out. Diekman makes himself available. Those two play it around. The run comes from Robson. Out to Locke on this near. But couldn't keep it in play.
Gave him a bit too much to do there, Martin, didn't he?
He did. We were talking him up on how, well, the team were talking him up, saying how good he is. Pull up. And he does look quite useful in that respect. Asking a little too much of him there. The referee on the far side indicates a free. And England come away with it again. England in the ascendancy, you would say. Although Sudan have hit the crossbar. Sudan just about keeping possession over that far side. And the ball poked out of play by Cassidy over there on the far side. Despite wearing number 9 to be England's main creative force.
He does. He looks like he's got a bit of trickery in the locker. But they've all looked useful though, Scoop. Been impressed with the shape and the approach from England so far. And they've been encouraging.
They've conceded a corner over on that far side. And Sudan not putting too many men forward. It's England have 1, 2, 3, 4 defending. And not too much to aim for the area. In fact, no one. So they have to keep possession on the far side, then give it away. Here's Robson. Breaking for England. Diekman's available on the edge of the penalty area. Can't find Cassidy. Challenging for the ball, given away. And Sudan pick it up. Bit of flow now to this game. Sudan showing a bit more about themselves. This 7th game of the day. Some entertaining encounters. 5 goals just now. Who looks, well, like Germany. Really,
exactly right, Martin.
Very, very Germanic. Ruthlessly efficient. I don't want to resort to stereotypes and cliches, but they did exactly what you would expect of them and look like they could be contenders in this tournament. Could England contenders? Here's Robson on this near side. All 6 defending for Sudan. England keeping possession well, but can't find a way through. Here's Locke, the centre forward, helping out in defence. And of this Sudan defence. There's Deacon playing it into the box, and the Sudanese clear it. Back to Mohammed, their captain. Good ball forward, that. And Sudan might break, but good challenge from Robson. Can't slide tackle in this game. Must be, if you're used to it. Here comes Sudan, up to the edge of the penalty area, poked clear. Now it's a counter and a bit of spell of possession for Sudan. Similar sizes of population for both these two sides. England have 53 million to choose from, Sudan 50 million. But of course, a major footballing nation. As it's an England free kick. Diekman, the man fouled on this near side. No, in fact, it's a Sudan free kick. So we played 15 minutes, 5 minutes to go to half-time. Neither side have managed to make the breakthrough. Sudan have had a decent opportunity. Hit the bar. That's their one really noteworthy chance. England have had a series of opportunities. The most people felt a lock when he put it over the bar from a yard or so out, wanted a penalty. But despite all that, it's 0-0. What do you think is the best opportunity, Dan?
For England?
On either side?
Yeah, I think probably the England one was the better chance. I mean, the Sudan chance was kind of created.
And here England defend on the edge of their own penalty area. A little glance over the shoulder from Froggatt. Can he get onto the end of the ball first? No, he can't. There is Osman. And Sudan bring it clear with Ibrahim. Back they go though. Being closed down by England. Pressing well, given away. Here's an opportunity. There's Froggatt. Can't get past the defender. And England are really winning this ball back. Out to Cassidy, right-hand side, tries a low-driven cross shot, comes off the defender's heel, goes out on this near side for a kick-in.
Impressive, Scoop. Impressive last few. Young lads are showing the energy they've got, aren't they? And I like it. I like it offensively. I like the shape. I like the defensive shape. I like the attitude, the desire to take responsibility, to make the runs, to play the pass that, you know, might have a little bit of jeopardy attached to it.
Cassidy with the kick in. Froggatt's making a nuisance in the penalty area, driven low and hard. Deflected clear, back up to the halfway line. Out it goes to Robson over on that far side. Trying to get to the acrobatic take from Osman, the goalkeeper, which the crowd likes, but perhaps was a little acrobatic. And it's a long boot forward. That is what we call Route 1, and that is our first exposure to it in this tournament, from one goalkeeper almost to the other.
It was also a ball that was allowed to bounce, which is back there.
Cardinal sin if you're a defender. They didn't quite deal with that with unruffled feathers, did they?
Just want your keeper to be a bit command, and you put the big name on it, take everything.
There is one note of caution if you're an England fan, as the ball is played straight out by Diekman on this near side, is that England flew in only yesterday, so it is entirely possible that they might be a little short of energy. The sapping 7 or so hours as Osman hits it over the stand and into the car park.
They managed to put a training session on top of that flight as well, Scoop, the England side.
Yep. Here comes the kick in on this near side, deflects off the defender. Bardam. And so it's a kick in. In fact, his corner died. Almost half time. Hits the defender the corner at the first time of asking in the most painful area possible.
Might not be contributing to that 50 million population for a while.
Very droll. We mustn't make light of this because we can feel the pain.
Well, we all know it's the funniest thing in the world unless it happens to you, isn't it?
Ibrahim is the defender. He's gone down, and that can often be the way with these things. The pain is initially great. It's even greater. Just checks that everything is in order. I think it is. I think the referee's happy. And I think we can take this kick in without any further damage. So the kick in will be taken again. This time it eludes the defender. Keeper's forced into the save. And it's cleared upfield. Gathered by Diekman. It goes to that far side. Bit of trickery there from Froggatt, driving towards the dead ball line. Good bit of aggressive play that from Froggatt.
It's impressed me, Scoop, since he's come on. Froggatt, he's got some good quick feet, he's pacey, and he's not afraid to take it on. You know, sometimes these players can come in with a bit of fear, and they haven't showed any really, England.
Here's the kick in, and he doesn't like it, has to be taken again. And Froggatt's the man taking up position on this near side. Changed from their opening 6. A few changes, but they've given it away. Here come Sudan on the counter. 20 yards from goal. And good foot in there.
Really well done, Scoop, as well. Really alert, good shape.
Will Robson looks a good player, only 20 years of age.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scoop.
Half time.
20 minutes.
0-0.
You know, I think they've done themselves massively proud in that first half. Really good energy levels.
Dominated possession. Get
around nicely. Took people on. Had some ideas from set pieces. If I had to be hypercritical, I'd say that when they lose possession, they're a little bit slow getting back behind the ball. When they leave 2 up top, one has got to bomb back. You can't leave 2 up there. You can only leave a maximum 1 when you get caught out in possession there, or you get quite quickly and there's a lot of space. But aside from that, I think that's been a fantastic half from England. To come in and play like that in your first game, really impressive.
Pressing in packs, high up the field, forcing Sudan into mistakes.
Intensity, I think for the most part as well, they've used those energy levels at the right time. Overexerted, but when they've needed to go, they've stepped on the gas a little bit, and yeah, I think the manager will be very pleased.
Now, what we've seen in soccer so far, and we've had a lot, and it's only the first day, believe it or not, 7 games, is that things have changed at half-time.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes. Well, things change at half-time because there's ageing legs and there's a small squad. That's not something that England have. They've got good fresh legs, they've got good high energy levels. They need to make sure that they get those rotations right. I think the substitutions have been very good. And they just need to be mindful of that. But I think that there's enough there in terms of numbers and in terms of energy in the leg, and I think England can continue the way they are. When you look at the likes of Italy, for instance, they can't do that for 40 minutes. I think that looking at this squad, they can. So that's another thing very helpful to them. I do think on the flip side of that, Sudan equally will be able to cope with that. So I think we'll see a similar second half to the first, but hopefully just with finish at the end of one of these chances for England.
And so in this Group G clash between England and Sudan, it is goalless, it is 0-0. So a quick turnaround, and we resume this Group G clash between Sudan and England. And so there have been some changes. And Khalid has come on for Sudan, an imposing figure. The Sudan will be attacking goal away to our right. Once again, there's another long ball from the keeper. And okay, it's attack. Play it long, play it short, but he doesn't seem to be looking for anyone.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes teams do play this long ball, but you have the man on the edge or right underneath the crossbar. You have a target man there for that long ball.
But England do, and it's Alex Locke. Tries to lay it off over on that far side to Leo Kelly, who's come on for his first tournament. Distinctive hair, distinctive shock of hair over on that far touch line. So it looks like he will be trying to supply some width. It's a kick in. It's like miscontrol there from the defender for England. Again up towards the halfway line. Good build up. It's a shot from England to hit the base of the post. Really good effort that from Colebrook over on that far side. Impressive, and still England have it. Great intent and start to this second half. Here's Frogger. Back to the right-hand side. And it's handling there from Osman, the goalkeeper. That was not impressive goalkeeping at all. And England will be hoping to take advantage in the early exchanges of the second half. No doubt that was the message from their coach. Out it goes over on that far side into the penalty area. Lock it. Back it goes on this near side. England switching sides to Frog. He might try and drive towards the dead ball line. Brings it onto his right foot. Goes out of play. What about that shot?
Very unlucky, Scoop, wasn't he? Again, the drive, not being afraid to take those sort of shots. Hit it really nicely, great technique, and he just couldn't get much closer, could he?
So really, well, the frame of the goal's been hit twice in this game. Same end away to our left. Here's Banks, feints one way, then the other way. Then tries to find Leo Kelly, doesn't do so. England have a kick in though. And it's Sudan who are on the defensive. And we didn't know too much about the two sides before the start of this game, but we've learnt a whole host already in these opening 20 minutes. Here's Banks. I think we've learnt that the Sudanese are going to play in moments. They pose a danger here, England, though, with Froggatt. Tries one from long distance. I think Froggatt's impressed us as a player.
He certainly has.
A name with pedigree.
Yep, of course, being that we've got a whole crew of Portsmouth supporters in the commentary box here, that name resonates with us, certainly.
And he used to play for Aston Villa. A lot of this team from the Midlands. I wonder if he is related in some way to the former Wolves and Aston Villa and Steve Froggatt. Another long ball forward. This one's better for Sudan. Improvised clearance from Banks out into touch on this near side. Although Sudan go down trying to win a free kick. Referee not fooled. Mohammed was the main party there, and it's a flick out to Froggatt. And that's Jane Osman gathered it smartly. Locke was lurking at that far post.
Well, as Kelly did well as well initially, just to get his body in the way and lay that ball off down the line.
That for England. Froggatt, his wing play, Locke the send forward. Here's Mohammed, though, a chance, and it's a goal! What an upset! It's Mohammed for Sudan. Shocker, with 25 minutes played, and against the run of play, it is Sudan 1, England 0.
Tough one to take that, Scoop. Early in the second half, I don't think Sudan have barely touched the ball. England had some great moments. Just haven't been able to score. You don't want their heads to drop though. Keep going, plenty of time.
What a shot that is.
Well, I think that's what they've come to set up for, isn't it, Scoop? So it's going to be difficult to break Sudan down. You imagine they're going to put a lot of men behind the ball.
And the ball goes out of play. And psychologically, in football, that sort of scenario is difficult mentally to recover from, isn't it? You've had so much of the possession, created so many good chances, and you're behind.
Yeah, you can feel sorry for yourself, can't you? But that's something they're going to have to brush aside. What they've got to focus on is the fact that they've been in control. They've had some really good moments and they've gone close many times. And if they keep making the amount of chances that they have throughout the game, and they've got a few left.
We did highlight the danger men for Sudan. The number 9, Mohammed, the captain, he seems to be their best player. Banks has it for England. Out he goes to this near side, given away. Sudan. Here's Mohammed again on the break. Colebrook deals with it. Out comes the keeper, Collins. Upfield we go from one. Here's Locke doing well. And Sort arrives in the shape of Kelly and Banks. A little bit of skill from Banks. Can't get past the defender. The referee is blown. A little bit surprised by that.
Well, I'll tell you what though, Scoop, beautiful from Banks initially. He's held on to that ball so well.
Dragged it.
Pulled him in. I wasn't convinced if it was a free kick or not. I think that could have gone on. Could have been. Could have been, could have not been. We'll take it for sure.
Sudan won, England. Free kick though. In a promising position. 15, 20 metres from goal. Banks stands over the ball. The referee blows his whistle. Into the penalty area it goes. Colebrook was the man. Heads it clear. Can Sudan profit on Kelly? Fouls his opponent, who goes down very, very theatrically, right in front of the Sudanese fans. Good to see pockets from lots of nations.
Really nice scoop. It makes such a great occasion when you've got these little pockets of different supporters in the stands.
Might be the fans of the night. Egypt also worthy. Here's Osman, the keeper for Sudan. Another long ball forward. Aim towards. That's their outlet, isn't it? That's what they've decided. They're going to try and get it to their best player. And there's also danger from the number 10, Bardam, as well. And here come England on this near side with Cassidy back on. Now to that far side, to Colebrook. As you suggested, lots of Sudanese behind the ball. Here's Cassidy. Back to Banks. To Cassidy. Can he keep it in? He can't. A kick in to Sudan.
Just found himself out of run in the end there, Cassidy, didn't he?
The Sudanese player almost took a throw in there. And then his keeper. We saw a bit of a misunderstanding of the rules from Brazil, didn't we? Where they had a penalty and there was a bit of the Brazilians who didn't realise they had to stay on the halfway line. Didn't affect the result though. Here's Williams on as a sub over on that far side. To Banks. Cassidy. Patient build-up from England. Gareth Williams, good ball forward, up to Locke, who does well on the turn, shot blocked by the defender. England can't find a way through. Looks like a good outlet for England, Locke.
Yeah, he's a very classic English striker, isn't he? He's from almost out of the old school.
Which are not quite as in vogue as they once. Here's Banks on the defensive to Colebrook. His right-sided defender, long ball, diving the ball forward. Chested down by Locke. Tries to find Williams. Back it comes. And very animated, the Sudanese coach just in front of us. Out it goes. And that's a shot saved by the keeper. Williams with an opportunity. Double save from the keeper.
Unbelievable, Martin. How many more chances? So close again. They couldn't have done much more so far, other than stick the ball in the net, of course.
Inspired goalkeeping. It doesn't always convey an air of, and it almost exemplifies
I think Tim Point.
By just putting it straight out into touch. But he has had his moments.
He's a few good saves, hasn't he? That's what he's there to do.
Kick into England. Here's Williams. Checked back to Allport. Side. To Cole, the number 2 and 3, exchanging passes. Long ball out of defence. Picked up by Locke after the keeper spilt it. Again, case in point there about the keeper. Long diagonal forward, aimed towards Locke, high. He couldn't keep it. It remains Sudan 1, England now.
Just got to stick with it, Scoop. Don't rush, don't panic. There's 8 minutes left and the rest, so not a time just yet to panic. Keep doing what they're doing. They're making chances.
A lot of them.
A lot of them, that's it. You've just got to
doing
believe.
well, trying to break forward. Really good in depth from Alex Locke.
He's got everything Locke, hasn't he? Real battler.
Has he been off?
I don't recall.
I don't.
It's tough going, especially up there on your own.
With the flight on your legs. Some of these teams have made very long flights. Here's Osman coming down.
Well, the referee's seen that and pulled back on the way through.
And the first booking of tonight's clash.
I think rightly so, to be fair, Scoop. He just had a little pull at the shirt when he was heading towards goal.
And so it is Sudan who will be down 10. Free kick to England. He stands over the ball. Might try a shot here. Locke is made available in the penalty area. Great chance for England. They trail by 1-0. Holbrook's available over on that far side. Williams, long delay. Here it comes, driven straight in the defender. Second bite of the cherry for Cassidy, perhaps. And it's a kick into England. He looks to take it quickly, out to Locke.
Penalty.
Well, and it is a penalty to England. Here is the opportunity. Referee had no hesitation at all. This is a scenario England won't be too familiar with. Ahmed, the man who was sin-binned a few moments ago. Be interesting to see who takes the kick for England. Remember, you've got 10 seconds to take it. It's from the halfway line. Everyone has to stay in the other half. The keeper can go where he likes, and he'll probably be unconventional. So 1-0 Sudan. And we've got 6 minutes or so for play. It's the captain, it's Allport who takes it up to the edge of the penalty. Round the keeper, here's a chance, saved by the keeper. With his left foot, and it remains.
I'll tell you what, you got to give massive credit to the keeper there, because he did stretch him wide and he stayed up so long, and then when he went for the ball, he fully committed to it. Did fantastically. Well, we've got it in the net for the first time.
Well. As the ball is given back to the keeper, and it's slithered through his fingers. Long ball forward. There's Mohammed. Here's another opportunity. Out came Collins. Up it goes from All. Who missed that penalty. Can you call it missing a penalty? It's harder, isn't it?
It's hard. It's very hard. Keeper did well, I have to say.
And here's another long-range effort. Crowd don't like it, but nothing wrong with that.
have to say as well, Scoop, that them penalties, when you start getting edge into it, gets a lot smaller, and the keeper gets a lot bigger.
Well, it's 4 by 2 metres, so it's not huge in the first place. Here's Allport with a left-footed shot. Keeper gathers it theatrically, and then another long ball forward. And it goes straight out of play. What is the point of that? Straight out of play the other end.
It's crazy.
You've given it straight back. And here they come again. Defending Sudan very deep is Gareth Williams. All in, almost found its way to Cassidy. It goes behind. And is it a kick in? It is, I think. And good ball in there from England. The quality of the delivery. Robson is on. Kick in, corner will be taken by Gareth Williams. All bar Savage receives it. Might try a shot, giving it away though. Important interception from Cassidy. And it's a free kick to England. Taken quickly. Robson can't control it. And it's back to Sudan. Another long ball forward, straight back to the England keeper, who launches it upfield. And the referee has indicated that it is a kick in over on that far side. The crowd don't like it. Sudan. It remains 1-0 to Sudan. A real shock here potentially. Another long ball from one end to the other. What we've had, and they've been getting closer. But you're not going to beat the keeper, are you, from 60 metres?
You'll do well.
Here's Williams over on the trail. Unluckily, here is Sudan picking up the loose ball. Out it goes to the far side. Williams forced into some develop. The IT consultant. And it is a kick-in, corner in fact, over on that far side. This will be interesting to see how many men forward. We've got 2.5 to play. Here's Mohammed. And Mohammed again with the shot. Good opportunity. Could have done better. And it only just about makes it to the goal line. It almost went out for a kick-in.
3 changes as well coming up for England. Scoot are going to roll the dice now, aren't they?
2 minutes. Here's Banks. He goes over the halfway line. Out it comes to Froggatt, who's done well this evening. Once again, good cross. Here's an opportunity. Lock hits the woodwork and Sudan break. And here is another real opportunity. And he's given it away at Sudan. England were in trouble. And the game is now opening up. Here's Froggatt, goes down free kick. Dangerous position on this near left-hand side. And quite a bit to digest there.
It's certainly good from Froggatt again, though, taking his man on, drew the foul.
Classic move. Froggatt to the dead ball line, aimed towards Lock, who almost put it in the back of the net.
And I just, how many chances they've had, Skip? Just, I mean, and I don't even think they've been wasteful. I just think they've been unlucky.
Here's Robson, near side, Lock in the penalty area. Booze from the crowd, they don't like what they're seeing. Here's an opportunity. Oh, it's over the bar.
Just snatched it in the end, didn't he?
It was Froggatt. Oh, we've been talking him up too high, over the bar. We've now got a minute or so left to play. The keeper's got an injury, of course. Referee. That's the keeper. The referee wants Mr. Osborne to receive some treatment.
Well, he may well need some treatment. If they can help it, won't want him to stay on the pitch. If you're injured in soccer, we want you off as quickly as you can.
I think this is the first time we've seen this today. Player down injured, the keeper. Moment. With 30 seconds left of the regulation. 40. So play will resume. Sudan springing a surprise so far. 1-0 England almost had one opportunity, another long ball from one end to the other. Now this will be a fine attack for England. Out comes Collins, long ball from him. Oh, it's...
I'd have preferred that on the ground there. Just a little too rushed for me, that.
Yeah, that was a bit of desperation, wasn't it? The keepers are now taking it in turns, kicking it from one end to the other. Here is Sudan. Might be the icing on the cake to Mohammed. The ball into the penalty area from him. Posier created a chance, and it's over for Mohammed, the other Mohammed, Anwas Mohammed. The opportunity to seal the win, given away by England, who are now looking a little ragged. It's Sudan on the break into stoppage time. It's and skewed wide, and that will be the final opportunity of the game. Both sides not playing football of the highest quality. Both ends. Here's the goal scorer, Mohammed, and captain. Sudan pressing. England forced to defend when they need to be up the other end of the field. And that far wide from Mohammed.
Well, it might be a bit too late now, Skip. They might have to go long this time, but...
Up towards Locke, who gets the feet of a touch on. England unable to keep it up that end field. And out comes Osman, heads it away. Negative body language there from Alex.
I think it's safe to say Locke knew what he was doing on that occasion, Skip.
He's given away the free kick.
Keeper will take it. He's more than happy with that.
We didn't know which way it was going to go. And it's gone, by the looks of things, the way of Sudan. Long ball forward, headed clear, almost like 11. Picked up by the red shirts of Sudan. Played down the line, goes out of play. And that is it. Final whistle here in Group G. It's finished. Sudan 1, England 0.
Hard night for England, that, Scoop. Couldn't have... Oh, it's the first game I think I've seen where the team have done so much to get nothing from it. And aside from the fact, of course, they haven't hit the back of the net, they've been good. They've run out of steam a little bit in the second half and maybe got a little bit tired, and some of the passing was a bit wayward. Maybe a little naive in terms of chasing a goal and trying to go long rather than keep the ball on the deck, but very harsh on England to come away with a defeat after that performance, Scoop. Certainly wasn't boring England, was it?
Just jubilation from the Sudanese. Wild celebrations, they're enjoying their moments. The fans and the team come together, doing jigs of delight. How much they're enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely, and they should enjoy it because they had a plan and they stuck to it, and it worked for them. They've got the win tonight, you know, and yeah, they've got a nice pocket of fans there. It's a game to win. Everyone likes to beat England, don't they? No matter what you're playing in, so they'll do that. And yeah, congratulations to them. You know, they've got the win and they took their chance.
You know, it's such a football's a beautiful game. You know, so many scenarios of football, but one of them is that one side dominates, create lots of chances, and the other goes up the other end.
That's it.
That's why we love the game. That's what makes it so unpredictable.
That's it. And again, we didn't know what to expect, did we? I didn't expect Sudan to set up that way, and I didn't expect England to be quite confident as they were. And there's absolutely no in that England performance whatsoever. They did themselves proud.
England away to our left on this near touch line, just giving their team talk, and that's probably exactly what that.
I can only imagine that is, Scoop. I mean, what can he say? There's barely. There's barely anything wrong with that. To be honest, one or two minor things. I mean, but obviously no one's ever flawless, unless of course you're Kazakhstan, perhaps. But yeah, he can play like that in the next game, and the chances are you'll win. And well, it's difficult not to be disappointed, but they should go to bed tonight with a sense of pride and a sense to the next game, because they didn't deserve to lose that game, and they've showed some really good moments and some good football.
Well, that's the 7th and final game of the day. We've had thrills and spills. Tunisia 2, South Africa 6, Libya 2, Serbia 3. Iraq was 0-3. Oman this evening beat Italy 3-1. Egypt 2. Brazil finished 2-1 to Brazil. Bulgaria 0, G5. And then Sudan 1, England